Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Don't mind me. I had a rough night. I didn't get much sleep, and I do have some errands to run at some point, but I'm gonna go until lunchtime. So I did jump on for the last hour or so, and I finished up Nona Richie's, and we're just gonna go in and do a quick test to make sure it builds properly. And we will move on to the church because I don't like where it is. We're going to move the church and redo it. So let's jump into. We have to. We have to delete save game 8. So let's jump into save game 8. And let's see if I messed up the XML files or if it's gonna work. We are getting one day closer to the weekend anyway. Now, the property that the farmer's market's on is already owned. So we own that land. Because it's the same property as Central Station. So we should already own, just let me double check. So we're across from Central Station. Yeah, see, we own that piece of land already. So that is good. So let's jump down to, yeah, we'll visit the barn. We'll just run across the street. And we'll see if I had messed it up or if we get a global company signal to build Nona Richie's. Or the farmer's market. One and the same. So, and we do. And I'm assuming that we're not going to have any errors. So let me grab a vehicle for here. Let's throw in some cash real quick. So let's grab a vehicle for here that we can watch this build. And we're going to park it. The house is at an angle, so we're going to park it over here. Yeah, we'll park it. We'll watch it from this guy's driveway. He won't mind. He didn't build his house yet. And then I want to grab one more truck. Now we're going to take that truck and we're going to drive it up to the farmer's market. And we're going to watch it build from up there so we can flip back and forth from vehicle to vehicle. Alright, so the parked cars have to stay, unfortunately, and the pedestrian spline has to stay, or they will not be there after it's built. So, it's going to look a little funky until it's built, because you're going to have a barricaded lot with some people walking around. But it's a game, and it is what it is, so we're as realistic as we can get it. So let's watch this build. So let's head back over here. Now I have this set up where I could just buy this stuff for now, but you won't have that option when the map is ready. because we'll do some thorough testing once we're close to finished. We'll test all these triggers. Alright, so we have everything in. Our project went active, so we're going to start building. So I'm going to go up to... Yeah, I'm just going to go up to 2,000 speed. It should take 2 game days or 3 game days for this to build. And we'll see if there's any errors in the log. So I'm sure we're going to have some collision CPU mesh errors or warnings that we'll have to go in and fix. Now I'm not going to put the sell point in yet for Nona Richie's. We'll do sell points at the very end. We'll do them all together so we can link all the pricing together. $10.18, good morning. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello, much appreciated. Alright, so let's just flip back down the mountain a minute, see where we are. We are about 40, so we're about halfway built. Alright, cool. Our trees are coming in, fence is going away. Flip down here and see where we are. We are at 85%. I'm just going to roll till daylight. Back down to 1 speed, and we should be at 96%. So let's just roll. We roll a couple more hours. Oh, we still got stuff building in. We're not quite done yet. I'll go back down to 1 speed. Our trigger should be gone. Yep. So we are at 100% built. So we have our new house down here for that piece of property. And we have our farmer's market. So make sure nothing is floating. The scale of those may come down a little. I may make those a little bit smaller. Just make sure nothing in here is floating. This is the first we're seeing it in game since I built it, so. And as I said, we need some shade, but it's an open air market, so I'm not going to be too concerned. I don't see anything floating. We have our pedestrian spline in. We don't have our cell point in, but that's another day. We'll just have to go make sure we don't have any collision errors in our log with this stuff spawning in, which I have had to fix in the past. I guess you can call that a road around the building. It's supposed to be a sidewalk, but I can live with it. Alright, I think we are going to call None of Richie's done, as long as there's no errors in the log. And Mr. JWB5, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on what the clock says in your part of the world. Alright, let's get out of here and see if our farmer's market's throwing any errors. So let's grab the old log. Inverted, hang on, warning, try keep binding. Okay, never mind. Let me flip up to the top. I'm going, wait, what are all those binding errors? But that's a mod. Alright, what did I mess up? Steel. I messed something up. Steel or concrete I have listed twice. But other than that, we have no issues. So what did I do? Lumber, steel, drywall, concrete, door, window, insulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have steel listed twice. 4 is supposed to be concrete. There we go. Concrete door window insulation. Alright, so that takes care of our error 4. No weird collision, Lewis, so we're golden there. So farmer's market, I am going to call done. So we're going to move on to getting the church moved because I don't like it down here. What I've decided to do, did I just see more grass on the mountain? Hang on. Nope, okay, I'm seeing things. What I've decided to do, let me get a little bit of speed, is the top of the mountain, since we have so much real estate up here that we're going to have to fill in, I want to keep it all commercial, residential, maybe a small campground. I don't want to put any forests, fields, meadows up here. So that's going to open up the valley for just farming and factories. So I'm not going to put any residential, commercial, other than factories down here. In the entire valley, inside the canal and outside the canal. And on the outer mountain, because we have so much room to fill in, there'll probably be maybe a city on the south end of the town and another city on the north end of the town. But the church from down here is going to go. So this whole mess I don't like. It's going to go. We're going to rebuild it on top of the mountain. So I think I want to put, and it's not going to be as big, I don't think. So what I had in mind for the back of the castle, so I'll probably come along here and square it off, and I may even add another road coming straight across here, just to break this up so it looks like some city blocks. And then around the lake, we're going to do houses under construction. And you're going to have to build them, and then it's actually going to be another sell point. So if I don't bring the road straight across there, we may bring it down a little bit and offset it and bring it about halfway across. We may bring another road across there. But I'm going to use this little area here for the church and soccer fields. I'm not concerned with the basketball field yet, but we're going to move the churchy stuff up here. And we're not going to build it, we're just going to move it. Farm Chick 63, so the church will already be built when we get it up here. So now that our farmer's market's done, let's go back to our church area. And I'm going to start, did I move the transform group? No, my transform group is 000. So of course I didn't make it easy on myself. So we're going to have to bring it up piece by piece. I guess we'll just start up top and work our way down. I'll stage it over on this end, and then we'll move it as we need it. And then I'll just delete the duplicate stuff, and we'll rebuild it up here. So horse ranch, we already have one. Front parking, we don't need. Alright, so those are our main categories. Well, those are our main... Oh no, they're all the same. Okay, then we'll get into our decor and our fencing and that kind of stuff. So let's get the church over here on the corner. And what I think I'm going to do with the church is we are still going to double it. But how do I want it facing? And it's a little bit too high. I want to bring it down a little bit. Okay, so there's kind of sort of a front door. So we'll loop a little driveway around. So let me push it back a little bit. Now let's see if we can't. Yeah, let's see if we can. So what angle were you at? You're at, let's just go minus 45 to make it easier. And then we'll take this guy and we'll go minus 45. And we'll probably push this back this way. Nope, and then it becomes the shorter roof. So right about there, we have our church. And then we'll do like we'll do a parking lot for the church. Now let's grab our rectory for our religious staff to live in. So they can live in there. So driveway coming through, and we'll do a parking lot. We may end up sliding that around a little bit. Playing the 2021. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for taking time out of your day, stopping in and saying hello. Always much appreciated. So I'm going to take our front parking lot, and for now I'm just going to plop it over here. And we'll monkey around with the parking lot later. Now, did I put this in its own transform group, and how hard is it going to be for me to move? No, because it's at 0, 0, 0. We're going to end up rebuilding all of this, unfortunately, the way I built it. Let's see if I can move it. If not, we're going to have to rebuild it up here piece by piece. I should have moved the transform group. I wasn't planning on moving this after when I built it, so. But let's see if we can't make it work. So now we just got to get our height right. Oh, we are close. So 101 is just still a little bit too high, right? Or is that a shadow? No, 101 is still just a little bit too high. Where's my... Yeah, we're just a little bit too high yet. Alright, so let's go to 100.9.8. Alright. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's get it where I want it. And I may actually spin it. I don't like moving stuff after it's built, but we had a change of plan. I'm actually going to leave it that way. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. But I am going to get rid of all of these extra. We're going to keep one of these. And the rest of these are going to go. And we're going to keep this guy. And then those are going to go, and that's going to get rid of all of our weird floating stuff. So we have a little bit of, so I call this my bathroom, so we're just going to stick it there. And then this guy, washroom, building with some shade for people to get out of the sun. So we'll put a few of those there. Now, what are the chances of me getting the fence up here? And actually, oh, that's going to be a lot easier because I moved the transform group. Let's go edit interactive placement. Bam. Now, some of it's going to have to be rebuilt, but the majority of it is intact, and that's what I wanted. So let's get our fence over here. Yeah, I hate moving stuff and rebuilding it, but it was just way out of place. Alright, so there's going to be our church, our playground for the church. Now, these odd couple fences for now, I'm just going to get rid of, and we can fix them later. So there's going to be our fence for the playground. So let me grab my square brush and this area we want to make a sandy playground. And of course, when you have sand, it always spills over. Alright, so there's going to be our playground area. Parking lot will take care of it in a couple minutes. Now, what's left down there are the basketball courts. For now, I'm going to delete. I'm going to leave one for now. The farmer's market we were done with. So soccer. So let's get one of the soccer fields up here. That's probably all we're going to have room. Well, maybe we can fit two in. Let's put one this way. I can push that mountain back a little bit. And then the second one, this one, let's turn this way. Richard Farm Inc. Hello. Thank you for stopping in, saying hello, taking time out of your day. Yeah, we'll put one soccer field this way. And then we'll put one that way, but I can make that a little bit wider. Now, is that going to get rid of all of our crap down here except for one basketball court? Yep, so that will. So that's going to open this area back up down there. Perfect. So the one basketball court I will deal with shortly. So that's going to open this. Yeah, I like it much better over here. Now, let us get. Yeah, let's do it. What's the top of my mountain? I think the top of my mountain is 208. 206. So let's go to replace. Let me go back to my round brush. Let's push this mountain back a little bit more room. So we have to back a little bit so we have a little bit more room for our soccer field. Oh look, and I still have something buried in there that I missed on the first time I moved this stuff. That's alright. Alright, let's get you smoothed down. And we'll get your textures taken care of. Now what did I miss in this transform group? Is that the last one that's over here buried in the mountain? It is, but we're going to need a restroom back this way anyway, so let's just slide you out for now. Oh, sorry. Now let's get our texture. Let's get our grass and our mountain texture fixed. So let me go back to. Let's take you back to subtract a minute. Let's go back to our grass. And let's push our mountain back now to where it belongs. And that's going to give us more room for our second soccer field. Oh, wrong one. Something like that. Now I can put, yeah, hold on, I'm going to flatten this down a little bit more. Alright, that looks better. Now I want to grab a little bit of my Cliff Rock Dark and let's get this just put back in here. Alright, so that's going to take care of that. Let's get rid of this weird grass for now. Alright, so we're going to have one, let me get this guy spun around. Oh, hold on, I'll get rid of the rest of this weird grass. We'll paint it back in a minute. So let's bring a bathroom down over here. And then we'll bring a couple more of these guys down. And I have bleachers and stuff, but I don't have them imported into the map, so we're going to go as far as we can, and then I'll bring in like bleachers and stuff tomorrow once I get them imported into the map. Alright, so we're going to take this soccer field, we can push it back a little bit. I can push that mountain back a little bit more if I need to. Let's see if this is going to look wide enough. So let's go back to square. Chef is in the house as well. Good morning. Farm chick, if I didn't say, I think I said good morning, but if I didn't say good morning, good morning. Yeah, it was a rough night. I didn't get much sleep last night. Plus it stormed all night. Alright, we're using dirty grass for our soccer field. Yeah, I can live with this. So let's rough that one in. Now this one, I can pull this one down a little bit further. Alright, let's see what you look like. Try and keep this edge square. There we go, slide that. Alright, that will work. Did we miss a little bit of sand? I missed a little bit of sand. Of course I missed a little bit of sand. Alright. Yeah, we're looking good. Alright, so let's figure out our parking lot and a driveway. And I didn't underpaint these roads. Alright, you're going to have to bear with me. None of these roads are underpainted, and I want to do it before I forget, or it's really going to mess me up when I put the grass in. So let me just bear with me a couple minutes till I get this taken care of. So we're going to go back to gravel. And we're going to underpaint my road before I forget. And I'll be mumbling under my breath when I go to put the grass in. Before I go any further on the rest of the textures and fix the rest of the textures in grass and foliage. This is one of these days I'll turn this into a I can't sleep 3 a.m. project where I'll just come in and finish underpainting all the roads and the railroad tracks. None of the railroad tracks have been painted yet either. And again, my traffic splines are still visible because I'm not done messing with traffic. That's right, I'll overpaint. We can fix it on the back side when we come back in. but I do want to get my gravel in. Come on. When I'm at, I have some errands to run. Unfortunately, I have to go to Walmart, and I absolutely hate Walmart with a passion. But when I'm there, I was looking at what they had online at my local store, and when I'm there, I'm gonna look at a new Logitech wireless mouse and keyboard, and see what they have, and then come home. I'll look at the ratings one more time. Alright, so that's close to what I want. Alright, so let's grab our, let me go back to round a minute. Now we'll grab our concrete. Where is it? Concrete. And then we will bring a driveway through here. And out that way. And now we'll bring over a parking lot for, oh, let me go back to square a minute. So now bring a parking lot over for the church and the rectory. I want to leave some grass along the road. So let's push, and then we're going to need a little bit of parking for, actually I'm going to push this back and give us more room for parking. I'm going to bring you over here. I'm going to spin you this way. And let's bring you over and back a little bit. Yeah, something like that. And actually that can go right up to there. And we'll push this back. And am I still on subtract? I am. Alright, now we can monkey around with parking. Let's go about there. And about there. Alright, that will work. That's going to be much better than where we were. Now, let me grab this last basketball court. And you are not centered, are you? Of course you're not centered. I don't even know where you are. Alright, I may delete the basketball. I have absolutely no idea where it, oh, it's over there. Alright. Now I see it. I have a different basketball court. I may bring it instead of this one. We'll see. And of course, now I want to spin it the other way, so it's going to be, it's going to move even further away. But let's go to minus 90. Yeah, this is what happens when I make last minute decisions to move stuff. I mess myself up. There we go. Now we can get it a little bit closer. Now, how high are you? How is my height? I don't even know if I have to. I don't even think I have to bring it down. Oh, we gotta bring it down a little bit more. So let's go. Yeah, 0.9, 0.8. That works. So that'll work for our height. So let's go to plate. I'm going to bring it actually all the way over to meet the parking lot. Alright, so there's going to be that'll be our basketball court. And that should now take care of all the stuff that was down here that I didn't like. Yep, we'll not worried about textures, we'll fix that later. Alright, so this is going to be our new churchy area up here. So let's give this a save. What map are you playing on? I wish I had time. I wish I had time to play. We are building a new 16x map called Ritchie Valley. I don't have time to play. I wish I had time to play, but I'd rather spend. I can only sit the way my back is, and how can I put this? The way my bottom side is, because I had my prostate removed, I can't sit very long without being in a lot of pain. So if I can spend 12 to 14 hours a day in my desk chair, and that's about as long as I can sit, I'd rather spend it in the editor than playing. So, but we are building a new 16x map called Ritchie Valley. It's called Ritchie Valley because we have Center Mountain. Let me get off that plane. So we have Center Mountain, and then there is a valley surrounding Center Mountain, and then there's an outer mountain that runs around the perimeter of the map. And then there's 4 really tall bridges going north, south, east, and west. And then there's a couple roads that drive down out of the mountain. And then there's a couple roads that drive up from the valley back up to outer mountain. And then we have a couple tall train bridges that run around the map as well. Alright, now that we have our save in, we can finish our textures and get all of our landscaping done. We got to do some lighting for over here as well. So, what are we on? Let's go back to concrete. Let's go back to round. Ooh, and you were on, I turned you off. Alright, so we need our parking, we need our front door. So we have our walkway going to the front door. Now, does the church have, it does. Perfect. So now we need a sidewalk from the house coming over to our back door. Of the church. Now I want to get some walkways and stuff around. Like I said, I'll put bleachers and stuff in, but that's not going to happen today. So let's get, and I'm going to use the rough dirt texture. So I'm going to go back to square a minute. Let's go back to rough dirt. I'm going to use rough dirt pretty much for my sidewalks or my walkways. So I want to get a little bit of rough dirt around this soccer field so we can have a walkway. We're going to go all the way around, but I want to leave some grass between the field and the road. But I also want room for a pedestrian spline coming through here, so this is going to end up being really close to the road. Because we are going to have some pedestrian splines running through here. So we can bring you back. And let me go, I'll leave it square for a minute. So you can come along here. But I do want to get another, I do want to edge both soccer fields with some dirt so I don't have regular grass all the way up. And I guess it's going to give me room to put some benches and stands and stuff in later. Yeah, something like that. Now we can go, yeah, let's bring this guy over sort of this way, and we'll continue it around. And again, I do have some errands to run today. I do have to run out after lunchtime, so I'm going to go till lunchtime, and then I'll try and get back on a little bit before I have to take a dinner break. Now, I want to try and get our sidewalk or our pedestrian spline is going to have to come along here. Now, oh, crap. Turn you. All right, now there we go. Now I can move it. All right, so let's try and bring you back around here. Alright, that should be good for a pedestrian spline. Around there. Now we have, so we've got to come around this side as well. And then we'll have some yeah, let's do some dirt around the playground. We'll tie it in. To there. Yeah, let's just might as well take it around this side as well. Too far. Back that out. Alright, something like that. Now, how do I want it? Yeah, actually, we have some walkways coming in from the back, so let's just take this all the way around. And that'll keep the grass out of our playground as well. Now we have, Yeah, I don't want to do those in concrete. So rough dirt will work. And actually, I don't like that plate coming all the way out. So let's change this up a little bit too. Let's go a little bit of rough dirt along here. Yeah, and then we'll tie you into here. And we'll tie you into here. Alright, so I think that is our textures. Let me do another quick save. Yeah, I forget what day it was. Sunday night, Monday night. One of those nights, I can't remember. I wasn't much on TV, so I figured, yeah, you know what? I'll just lay in bed because I have a wireless mouse keyboard and my Xbox One control. So I can lay in bed and switch my monitor from the TV, from my monitor to the TV, so I can actually lay in bed and play Farm Sim. So I forget what day it was. Sunday, Monday. Nothing on TV. Wasn't feeling well. Didn't feel like working in the editor. Couldn't sit in the desk chair. So I figured I'll just lay back and play for a while. And I fired up the newest version of Ritchieville because I don't have. I think I only have the coal mine, the ore mine going, and the placeable mammoth mill. So I only have a couple hours into a save. And I played for like 20 minutes. I was bored and I shut the game off. So unfortunately, I get bored as heck when I'm playing. I'd rather be building than be playing. Alright, now we have a mess of grass to do. Do I want... And we have to get some lighting in here. I'm not going to put a lot of lighting in here, but we are going to get some lighting in here. Yeah, alright, let's... We're going to, unfortunately, yeah, we're going to have to do it. Let me grab, because it's a smaller transform group, let me grab a power pole from here. And I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to throw it in the church. I'll throw it into core. So let's go edit, cut, and paste. Alright, so that's going to give me a power pole to work with. So let's go. Let's get one over here. I don't want to put a lot of lighting in here, but I do want to get some lighting in here. And do I want to light up parts of the playground? Yeah, well, I'm not going to do a lot of lighting, but I want to get a little bit in. So let's go there. Let's go like here. And then let's get some lighting over by the basketball courts. Actually, I'm just going to center this. So we'll get one there, and then we'll get, throw one over here. And we'll get one over this way. Actually, I could put that one right on the house. So let's get another one. Just come down here on the, no, if we're going to put one on the house, I could put one over here on this corner. I could put one or two on the church, and then let's get one or two down this way. So I don't want a lot of lighting over here, but I want a little bit. Alright, so that's going to work. So let's close that for now. So you're an empty transform group within what? Okay, so you're within my, so let's come back over to here. And I'm going to grab the lighting because it has my user attribute already in it. And I'm going to duplicate it again, but we're going to move it to the church. So let's go edit, cut, church area, paste, and then I'm going to keep just one, and we'll put them in as we go. So I don't have any weird lights floating anywhere. So let's grab, so let's throw one here. Oh, come on. And I clicked off of it. So let's find it back. There we go. I hate when I click off of it. Let's get this one back here first. Alright, now we will get our park, or our playground. Get our playground lit. So we got that one. And this one. I hate when it moves away from 0. Alright, so there's the lighting for our playground. Let's get one on the back of the house. Alright, now let's work our way around the parking lot and basketball poles. And then we'll get our greenery and our foliage taken care of. We'll grab some trees. Alright, so you're good. So what do I have left? 3 more telephone poles, yeah. bring you over here. And I'll get one more back here. Alright, so we have our lighting done. Now let's get my favorite chore. Let's get the grass done. My favorite chore in the world. Let me go to round. And we'll just, I know there's a whole bunch of little broken up areas to paint. So we'll work our way around. We'll get this done. Because I hate saving all the grass for the end. I'd rather do it as I go and call the area completely done before I move on to the next area. So when I finish an area, it's completely done, it's off the list, and I don't have to come back to it. Alright, how does my road edge look? Oh, pretty good for once. Alright, which way do I want to go? Let's get these little odd pieces done around the buildings. Now I did make the grass a little bit taller and thicker, but not as tall and thick as the islands map, because the islands map was definitely too thick and too tall. But it is a little bit taller than Ritchieville, Ritchie Hollow. I'll come back and we'll get that section along the road. Let me get... Oh, we have a little side door. Let me go back to concrete a second. And let's get that taken care of. Alright, now let's go back to grass. But I wish the field of view painting the grass in was better, but it's horrible. I have a hard time seeing to put the grass in. So let's work our way back towards the road. We have parked cars to put in. We have a pedestrian spline to put in. Once we get all of our grass in, I'll put the pedestrian spline in the parked cars in before I put... We have a couple more doors over here, so let's go. We grab... that works. Some concrete there. And then we'll work our grass along here. And the fire trucks are going again. The fire trucks have been really busy here the last couple days. Or the fire department, I should say. I've been really busy here the last couple days. Let me get this little section painted. I need to look over at chat. Farm Chick 63, I was just unloading the enclosed trailer and I hit the mother lode. Found my coffee pot. Woohoo! Way to go! I'm still on my first cup. It's been one of those mornings where I am actually still only on my first cup. It is sitting here cold, but technically it is still my first cup. So we get the grass done. Before we put the trees in and the rest of our goodies, I'm going to go grab a fresh cup of coffee myself. But I want to get this grass done because it's my chore that I absolutely hate the most. Farm chicks unpacking and watching us build a map all at the same time. She's in her multitasking. So your little section is done. Let's work. Oh goodness, I don't know. Let's work this little section here. And we'll finish up along the mountain. We have grass to put on the field, but I'm going to use a different grass for the field. It's shorter, and it works out better for on the soccer field. So that section's done. We do have to work along the road, but let me get this section done first. And then we'll work along the road, finish up along the mountain. Almost tempted to go back to my square brush for a minute. I'm definitely going to have to use a square brush along the road. It's a really skinny piece of property. Alright, so what do I have? I missed a little tiny section here, so let's go down. Alright, so we'll finish up along the mountain. Alright, yeah, we're going to have to. I'm forced to work along the road. So let's go back to square. I haven't had a cup in over 2 weeks, so I'm sitting down and enjoying a cup. She is taking a break from unpacking, and she is going to work on that cup of coffee. I don't blame you. We get this grass in, and I'm going to get myself a fresh cup. I don't mind it being on the dirt path a little bit, so it makes it look like it needs to be trimmed. And then I'm going to see what piece, yeah, we're going to have to see what piece of property this is painted in with. And I actually may make it the same piece of property as Central Station and Nunna Ritchie's. So I may paint that same farmland from Nunna Ritchie's over through here and count the church in with it. Come on, I can't see. Let me flip my camera around, see if I can see the grass this direction any better. Alright, now I'm going to have to go back to round. I think. Now let's finish up. Let's finish up the section along here back towards the mountain. that'll work. And then we'll go back to round for a moment, and let's get, go down. Let's get this section in. I missed a spot right there. So get this section in. Alright, now I think we're good until we work, until we work our way back along the mountain. Alright. And then we'll definitely get some trees and stuff in here. Let's try and get a good angle. There we go. Oh. No, let's do this. Let me go back to rough dirt for a minute. And let's get, so these buildings are not sitting in grass. Actually, I'm just going to take the rough dirt all the way back to the mountain in this section. It's just going to make it easier. Alright, now we can continue down. I'm not worried about the edge of the fields yet because we have different grass to put on the fields. So we'll come back and get the fields done. And it looks like I missed a section right there. So yeah, we're going to have to go down, sneak a little bit of grass along here. And we'll just back some of it off the mountain. Alright, we're getting there. Back some off the mountain. Alright, now we can go up on our brush size. And did I miss that little section right here? I did. Alright, now we can finish up over and through here. Alright, we'll work our way back towards, back towards the basketball courts. And back along the mountain, we'll put some trees. Alright, so now we just have this last little road section to finish. And let me go back to square. Yeah, I want the church already built, so we're not going to make it build this piece of property. And let me go back to round. And we'll get this last section done. I'll figure out what farmland we want to put it in. I want to see if we make, we're either going to make a part of Central Station down at Richie's and carry it over this way, or we're going to take the castle and restaurant and carry it over towards the church. One of the two. And let me grab just a little bit of grass that I missed right through here. Alright. So grass is in. Now we just need some, we got to do the grass for the soccer fields and then some trees. And then I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. Well, I'm going to finish the grass. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. We'll do the trees. Calderson 93. Good morning, all. Farm Chick. How do you know your name without coffee for 2 weeks? I can't survive 15 minutes of my day without a cup of coffee. I know exactly how you feel. I have my coffee cup is full from the time I crawl out of bed until we start making dinner, and then I cut myself off with coffee for the rest of the night. And then after dinner, I give myself a big old glass of chocolate milk. And I finish my day with a glass of chocolate milk. Alright, so we're going to go to Deco Foliage. I'm going to go to small. And this is just a really low deco grass that we're going to put on the soccer field. And it's hard to see till I zoom with the camera in. Like I said, it's just this really low grass, and it's perfect for like these soccer fields. And I'm not going to mess with too many textures in the soccer fields because unfortunately we don't have any soccer players. One of these days I'm going to learn Blender. Maybe when this map is done, I will teach myself how to use Blender. And we'll start. I want to do a lot of my own custom buildings and custom peoples eventually for my maps. Alright, so we have that is done. Now, I used to have, and I can't find it, I had a, is it Dusty, no, it's not Dusty Rock. I had a grassy, dirty grassy, and I don't see it anymore. I had this texture that was a mixture of like dirt and grass, but I must not have it in this map. Town grass, mountain rock. Yeah, no, I must not have. I had this like mix of dirty grass is not what I'm thinking of. No, that dirty grass is right there what we're using. But I had this mix of I don't, it's not in here anymore. Town grass, mountain rock, forest, pig mud. I'll see if I can get it put back in. It was a mixture of this green grass that I'm using for the town, for the soccer field, and it had some rough dirt mixed in, so it was like a marbly looking texture. but I don't think I have it in this map, so I can bring it in. But so we're gonna leave. Uh, we're gonna leave it like that for now, and because I want to make this look like it's got some ruts and worn out areas and stuff in it. So I'm gonna bring that other texture into the map, but that's not gonna happen today. So pedestrian spline and trees, and I think this area, except for some bleachers and stuff, and I don't have them. I don't have them in my map folder yet, but this area is almost done. I want to grab some Deco Foliage, and we're gonna go. Let me go back to round. I want to. No, not that one. Yeah, you'll work. I want to get this area finished. Because I want to move on. I want to get I want to start working on the railroad silos. So I want to get the railroad silos in, at least the first one. So I think that's what we're going to work on next, is one of the railroad silos. Central Station's done. Oh, actually I can't work on the railroad silo yet because there's something I thought I want to try. But I have to talk to Papa Smurf. There's something I want to do to the railroad silos before I build them. So that's, no, sorry, so that's change of plans. No railroad silos today. Let's throw a little flower garden over here. And now we'll mix in, was it this one? No, yeah, the white one. Is it this one? Yeah, let's mix in some of the pink flowers. Alright, parked cars, trees, and pedestrian splines. I'm going to do a save. The struggle is real for sure. Uh-oh, farm chick. Sorry, had a long sentence, and she got timed out for a moment. Ooh, crap. Hold on. I was trying to read what was put in. Oh, y'all are entertaining yourself because apparently I was probably ignoring chat. But anyway, I'm going to grab myself a fresh cup of coffee. Give me 3 or 4 minutes, I'll be back. Oh man, see, look at that. I'm so tired I didn't even put you on my Be Right Back screen, so you know I needed another cup of coffee. Alright, let's get some parked cars in here next. But not as bad as Farm Chick. I could not have handled 2 weeks. I would have found a grocery store, local gas station. I would have been at Come and Go, Wawa, Loves, whatever one is close to y'all. Get myself some coffee. Alright, so let's go minus 90. We'll square it back up. So let's get some along this side. Yeah, is there something I want to try with the railroad silos before I finish building them? And I haven't had a chance to talk to Papa Smurf yet today. So I came up with this. I always come up with my best ideas at like 3 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep, and I woke up with going, oh, man, I want to try something. I don't know if it's going to work. I need to talk to Papa Smurf. So the railroad silos we're going to put on hold for one more day. Alright, so we have our parked cars are in. Now, pedestrian spline. So let's grab another pedestrian. So let's go. So this is going to be our parked cars. So let's go. Let me close some of the stuff we're not using. That works. So let's go create a spline. And we'll come up here. We'll go edit, cut, pedestrian. Paste. And what happened? Where did my spline go? Uh-oh. I have no idea. Did I hit save instead? It's acting like it's saving. Oh crap. Please tell me I didn't lose the map. I have no idea what just happened, but the editor just crashed. Which means I'm not going to have... Okay, we only put parked cars in since the last save. If I didn't lose the map. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, thank God we didn't lose the map. Alright, script 16x. Now, let me go. First thing I want to check is my parked cars, because they're probably not going to be there. So everything we did since the last save is not going to be there. So let me see where these parked cars are. Yeah, we don't have our parked cars banned. Alright, so that's not bad. So we just got to put our parked cars back in and then our pedestrian spline. I have no idea why the editor crashed. It's been happening to me a lot lately, and I have no idea why. And I hold my breath ever since I lost the islands map. Every time the editor crashes, I'm like holding my breath and praying that it comes back on. That's why I save every 10 or 15 minutes. Exactly for this reason, because there was one day I was working and I lost like 2 hours worth of work. I didn't have a current save. So, I was so ready to get this move over that I gave up on a lot of stuff till this was over. Yeah, unfortunately. I've moved so many times that I feel for you. It's not fun. Alright, so parked cars are back. Let's try this again. Create a spline. Let's try this again. Let me scroll up here. I'm going to go edit, cut, pedestrian spline, edit, paste. There we go. That's what was supposed to happen. And we call it spline 03. And then I'm going to see which way it's facing. So I'm just going to plop it down real quick. Okay, so you're facing this direction. So let us, where do I want? Alright, I'm trying to see where I want my peoples walking. I can work with this. Let's grab, doesn't matter which way we go, start to end or end to start. Because it's only a pedestrian spline. It doesn't have to be perfect. I want to get some people over by the parking lot, but I'm not sure exactly how I want them walking. May have to put another sidewalk in. We'll see. Bring you back a little bit. Alright, now we can bring you straight up and around. And we'll figure out what we want to do with some trees in this area. We won't be able to put any along the road because there's not enough room. I don't want them interfering with any of the soccer fields. Alright. It looks like I missed a little bit of grass right there, so I'll have to come back and put that little bit of grass back in. Yeah, I have no idea why, but ever since the last update a couple days ago, I've been having the editor's been crashing more and more ever since that last update, and I have no idea why. And I've spoken to some other modders, and nobody else is having any issues. So I may just have to, at some point this weekend, uninstall the editor and reinstall it. So I think it may be just maybe I just need to clean up. Alright, let's pull back a hair and then close the loop. So we can make you invisible. So there's our pedestrian loop. So now I want to grab some trees for this area. So we're going to, alright, let me close splines because we're done there. So places, we're working through church area. I'm going to grab an empty transform group. I'm going to throw it into here. And we're going to call it trees. Wheels 247, howdy, howdy. Crypto, K-R-Y, P-T-O-S-R, Cryptosaur? Maybe? Do you know someone called Green Acres? I do not know somebody called Green Acres. Unfortunately. Should I know somebody called Green Acres? Alright, so let's grab this guy. I'm going to duplicate him. I'm going to move him into my new transform group. And we're going to bring these trees along the mountain. And where do I want to start? I'll actually start about here. We got like this weird piece of property that just ends nowhere. So we'll get a couple trees. And I'm just going to manually put a few in along the mountain. And then we'll see what other deco tree we want to use. I apologize if I butchered your name. I am terrible with names. So we'll get one in there. And we'll get one or two over here. And we'll get one about here. So now, do I want, yeah, let's separate these two soccer fields a little bit. So how do you look at ground level? Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now I want a couple smaller trees. So let me grab, ooh, I know what I want. I'm going to grab a volume tree for right here. So let me grab a, do I have my mic on? I do have my mic on. Alright, let me grab a volume tree. And let's come up here. Trees. And that's a nice spot right here for a big old tree. So you're going to go right there. Now let me get a couple smaller trees in here. So let me grab a maple. And I'm going to take this maple, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's more the size I wanted. So I'll throw one there, one about here, and then one about here. Alright, so that's going to fill that space in. So let me grab this guy and throw one about here. And here. So that's going to fix or finish this side of the property. Alright, now let's get, let's throw one over in here. Now I've got this section between the playground and, alright, so let's grab, yeah, let's do this. Let's come over here. And we'll throw one about there. And then one about there. And I think, let me, oh no, let's grab, no, we have power lines over here. I can't put anything along the road. So we have power lines running over this grassy area. I think we're going to call the church area done. Now I did have, let me fix, where was it? A little bit of missing grass somewhere over here. Yeah, right along here. Let me just fix a little bit of missing grass. Alright, that works. Let's do a save. We'll see what it looks like in game. So let's do a save. Wait for this to save. I guess Crypto Seer had left me and I do not know Green Acres. So we'll see what the church area looks like, and then we'll figure out what else we're going to move on to today. And I don't have anything imported in the map, so I can't build anything new. So we may work on just some fields. But let's see what we look like in game. And we can call the church area done. Actually, I can import in, we can jump on the homestead map really quick. I can grab a house under construction and we can work on the area behind the castle a little bit. So I'm going to do like houses under construction, housing development sort of thing over there. So we could probably work on that next. But let's grab ourselves wrong one. Let's grab ourselves a truck. Yeah, I'm tired of white. Let's go green. So let's grab ourselves a truck. And we'll see what the new church area looks like. We could come in and make those sidewalks narrower too, so that's another thing that's been on the to-do list for a while. Alright, so none of Richie's is done, the farmer's market's done. You can't see it because we don't have it built, but that's going to be the area in there, inside the fence there. And now we have our new, there we go. I didn't see any people walking around, but they're there. Our new church area. So I do have to bring in, grab a little bit of speed. We have to bring in the little basketball. Oh, they are here. Oh, they are here. Now I suck at this, but... Oop, almost. Yeah, I suck at this. Okay, so this does work, so I don't have to mess around with this anymore. Let's make sure nothing's floating. Hello, how does our playground look? Alright, playground looks pretty good. Need some people in the playground. Maybe I'll put more another pedestrian spline in the, and then our soccer field's need a little bit of work, but I want to bring the other texture in so I can put some, so I can throw some dirt mixed in with the grass. So I can work on that. Alright, so I got nothing floating. Alright, where's our truck? Alright, so nothing's flowing. This area looks good. Oh, I should have put... Maybe I'll come in here. We're going to put maybe like a back entry. Yeah, we're going to add another road like right here, where you can drive out of the parking lot. So that's... I think we're going to do that. We'll throw in a little dirt road, right, or a concrete another concrete entrance right there. Alright, so that section's going to be done, the church area. Castle and restaurant's done. Ignore this area, that's just my staging area. So I think we're going to put another road across here. And we're going to put some houses under construction in through here, like it's a housing development. And we're going to put a couple of cabins in, like they're done. Yeah, I think we're going to work on that next. We'll continue working some areas here on top of the mountain. Alright, let's get out of here. Can't spend all day driving around the map. Alright. And again, we have no weird errors in the log, right? Nope, we're clean. Alright. So let us, a couple things. I'm going to put another road in across here. So we got a little bit of road work to do. We'll have to move some of the electrical poles. So let me grab let's grab a road section first, a full section. And I'm going to flip it this way to 90, 0, and 0. Alright, so where do I want my road cutting across? I want to leave enough room to get houses between there and the moat. So I'm thinking about here is where I want this road coming across. Alright, that'll work. So let's get rid of, first of all, let's go to are we on subtract? We are. So let's get rid of the grass through here for now. And we can put it back. We can put it back later. All right, so that's about where I want my road coming across. So now we have to grab this section. I'm going to duplicate it and spin it this way to 0. And this section of road has to get deleted. And then we take our T and bring it back to about where I want it. So now we have a couple sections of road we have to fill back in. So let's grab a small little 20. And we'll bring that over first. So 0. Wish I had a 10, but I'm just going to squish this one down. Let's go like 0.5, 0.4. Oh, that I did not want. 0.44. That'll work for now. Now, do I have a 50? I do. Where are you? You're right there. So let's bring you down to here. And let's get you into place. This T looks too high. This T looks a little high. Yeah, the T's a little high. So you have to come down a little bit. Which means all my T's are going to be a little bit too high, but that's project for another day. So let's go back to my 50, and we'll get that back into place. And then let's check this end, so it's not overlapping. So let's go 0.9. There we go. So that's going to fill that section in. Now let's grab this guy. And we'll come across here. Yeah, unfortunately we're not done putting roads in, but we're just going to put them in as we need them. Alright, you might be too long, but I'm going to put one more section in. No, that's going to work out. So let's put you there for now, and then we'll grab our latest T, duplicate him, bring him over, and we'll spin him around to 0. And we'll get him lined up with our straight section. Yep, that looks good. And we'll bring it back. So this section has to go. So we'll bring our T back to about there. And we take whatever section this is, and we go a little bit longer. Uh, 0.005. There we go. So we'll make that one a little bit longer. So our T should now line up perfectly. Yeah, so there we go. So we've got our T in. So let's grab another section of 50. And we'll slide it over. And we'll get that gap filled back in. Now how much of, oh yeah, so that's easy fix. So we just go like 1.078. Alright, so that fills that gap in. So now we just need, you're too big, 50's too big, 20's too small. So probably put two 20's in. So let's take you back to 1, back to full size. And we'll bring you around to 90. And we'll bring this down Yeah, that's actually going to work out pretty well. We're going to make you just a little bit smaller, so let's go 0.9. And then duplicate you. And then we just have to go like 0.91, no, 0.92. All right, there we go. So that's our new section of road in. Now we have to stretch our electrical poles around. So let's grab this guy here. Yep, perfect. All right, let's grab this guy. And we'll get him, we'll get one going in this direction. And I'll come back and fix the extra pieces and bits, and we'll get them straight and all that stuff here in a minute. I just want to get it close to where I want it. And then we'll fix the previous section. Alright, so now we go to the previous section. Actually, let me pull this back a little bit further. There we go. Now we'll come back to the previous one, and we'll get it spun into place. And I think it is it to rotate Y? It is. So it's going to go 77. That works. Then we just take you, we'll go a little bit smaller. Alright, that works. So that one's in. Now we just have an extra light to get rid of. So this guy can go. So that fixes the previous one. So now we take this one and we bring him down to there. So bring you over to, actually I may stretch him. I know what I want to do. I want to bring him, we're going to bring him down a little bit further. I'm going to take those last ones, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit, but I want to turn this one. And we're going to, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to keep just the crossbar on the top. So the rail I'm going to keep. That I don't need. That I don't need. That I need. That one I need. You can stay. You can stay. Those can go, and the extra street light can go. Alright, so now we go back to the previous one, and we make it a little bit longer. Like so. So that connects that one in to there. And then we take the previous one, which is the one above it, and we make that one a little bit longer. That works. So that brings our electrical system around. Now I need one of these boxes, and they're a placeholder. And just got to get these across. They're not going to stay, they're a placeholder. For something I want to try. Alright, so what does that do to us? That gives us the rest of this block around the castle to put some cabins in and some houses under construction in. And it gives us another city block backed up to the railroad track to put either a commercial district in or more houses. I don't want to leave any placeable lots on the top of the mountain. I want this to be all residential commercial type of area. Now what I could do is we can put a couple campers and tents on this side, and we can heavily tree it also. That's a thought as well. Or I can put in like a trailer park and make it some low-end housing. Not sure yet. Alright, so before we get started on this section, let's get the gravel in. So let me go back to, let's go back to gravel. Papa Smurf is in the house and I'm ignoring. Hey old man, what did I break now? I don't know. My editor crashed again. I have no idea why. Ever since that last update a couple days ago, my editor's been crashing more and more. And every time the editor crashes, it scares the heck out of me. So we're going to be working in this section. Let me just get the rest of the gravel in. Then we're going to have to import a couple things into the map. So what I'm going to do is at some point tonight or tomorrow, probably tonight when I shut down, right before I shut down for the night, I'm going to completely remove the editor from my computer and I'm going to re-download it from Giants. Just to make sure I know I don't have anything weird going on with the editor. Now am I on subtract? I'm on subtract. Yeah, let's get rid of some of the grass that's right here on the road. Alright, so we have our new road coming in. Let's just get the rest of the gravel in so I don't have to worry about it later. Papa Smurf, there is something that I need to talk to you about that I want to try with this map. Now, I don't mind talking about it on camera if you're good with it. I can try and turn on Discord if we can both get into voice. You'll have to, I don't use Discord that often. You know Discord and I don't get along. So if I open up Discord and we jump in voice, will they hear you or will they only hear me? You'll have to let me know because you know you both know that you and I that Discord and I don't get along. All right, I'm gonna do another quick save. So we're gonna have to import a couple things. They will hear both of us. All right, let me do a quick save. Let me try and jump in Discord voice. Or yeah, admin chat. So we'll jump in Discord admin voice. And I want to talk to you about something I want to try before I build all the railroad silos. And I'm going to go for about another hour, and then I have to get out of here because I do have to grab lunch, and then I do have to run to Walmart. All right, let me minimize this. Now, let me jump in. Let me throw y'all on. Be right back a minute. Let me jump in Discord. Live stream voice or admin voice? I guess it don't matter. No problem there, Papa Smurf. Hello, hello?
Hello, hello.
Alright, let me throw, hang on, let me minimize Discord. Let me throw window back on so they can see as well. Alright, let me just wait for my phone to catch up to what I'm actually working on. Alright, there we go. So you know that how we have the working bus now that we can haul passengers around with.
Yep.
We have that train, if I can find it. This one. Yeah, this one. The one that, like the passenger train.
Yep.
I know we talked about how hard would it be to take the workings from the bus and put it in here where we can pick up the workers with it and then drive the workers across the map in the train.
Yeah, we can do that.
Do you think we can get it? I mean, I could work on the visibility nodes and put all of the passengers in the seats like they are on the bus. But I'm going to need your help with all the triggers and the working parts.
Yeah.
If it can't be done, that's fine. It's just something that
Yeah, it can be done. It's just I have to do all the working stuff before you do the visibility notes.
okay. And I believe you have a
So
copy of this train as well, or do you need me to resend
mm,
it to
mm,
you?
you have to resend it to me.
Okay. Now, here's what I was thinking. What I want to do is I want to take so I don't have to put new train tracks in. I want to take the train tracks that I already have in the map, and this is going to be a massive project, but I want to take this set of both sets of train tracks, and I want to duplicate them. I want to raise it up, but I want to keep it above the existing track. And I want to take that apartment building that I made for the worker storage, and I want to put it
Mm-hmm.
along the track. So it's going to be like an elevated train. And then I just need to build, I have an idea what I want to use out of steel that I can make a platform
Yeah.
and a steel tower that will hold up, or almost like a monorail track
Yeah, monorail. That's it. That's what I
that
was
will
thinking.
hold up the second railroad track so it can run on top of the existing train.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to put a passenger station right here where we can, like passenger storage, worker storage, right here at Central Station,
Yeah.
where we can store our workers and pick up our workers. And then as we build, let me grab some speed. As I build um, the railroad silos along the track, I don't have one in, yeah, so back here. Why did that not copy my entire track? Hmm,
You only did one section.
I only did one section. Did I miss A? No.
Yeah, you have to go in the main transform.
Oh, okay, I only did one section, but you get the idea. So as we come around
Yeah.
and we build the other railroad silos that hold all of our bulk and liquid and um, mining materials, our
Mhm.
orchard and greenhouse stuff. I also want to put the apartment complexes here so we can store workers at all of the train silos around the map.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to start working on the train silos until we think we can get the train working.
We'll get we'll get the train working first. First to get the locomotive working. We'll make the train elevation of the whole track.
Yeah,
The spline put in.
I can actually
Get this
I can actually start working on the elevated track.
and yeah, but before building all the base and everything there of the beams and all that there, just leave it elevated. Make your spline.
Okay.
Uh, we'll use a dummy train first to make sure it goes along the track and everything good,
Okay.
and we'll put triggers in certain places in the air, so we can test it. Then you can do the buildable after.
Okay. Then I can make, yeah. I don't want to spend 6 hours putting elevated tracks in if we can't get the
That's why I said.
that passenger train working the way I want it to work.
That's why I'm saying, like, just make your duplicate your train, your railroad, the whole railroad, raise it up, and then we'll do the spline and everything.
Actually, it won't take that long. Hold on. Let me delete that a minute. Let me take my all my railroad tracks. Let me duplicate this real quick. And let me just pull it up in the air. This is just a test. Let me go
There you
file.
go.
Let me import in. Um, Crap. Where am I? Placeables. No, where's my train system? Maps. Placeables. Train system. I want to import in train 1. Alright, let me make my spline visible a minute. Alright, so there's train 1. I'm going to go File, Export. I'm going to call it Train 06. And I'm going to take, don't matter. I'm going to take that, make it, let me delete train 1 back out. So I'm going to go File, Import. I'm going to bring train 6 in. It's going to get numbered train 6. And then let me pull up. Now I won't need the crossing signals, but I'm going to leave it there just for now. So let me get the spline where it needs to be. It's I think that's going to be a little bit too high. 25 point. Right about there. So let's go. That's going to be train 6. So let's go File, Export, Train 6. I want to overwrite the one that's in there. And now I'm going to take train 6 and we're going to delete it back out. So the spline is there. Now I need to go to, alright, so we're going to go to Ritchie Valley, Maps, Placeables, Train System. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go New Folder. I'm going to go Train System 3. Now I gotta see if I can bring in, actually let me do this. Let me go copy, paste. Now are you, oh you're not, you don't have the working part. I thought this had the working parts in it. It doesn't. Oh, there's no working parts at all in this. It's not going to run around the track. I'm going to have to make a dummy engine. It's only a visual. I thought
leave that one there.
Yeah, I
Leave
know.
that one there.
Yeah, I know what I need to do.
Okay.
Yeah, let me delete this.
Don't delete it out. Leave it
No,
there.
yeah, I don't want to delete that. I just want to delete out the main transform group. I've got an
Yeah.
idea what I need to do. Hold on, let me go to Train System 2. I'm going to grab Locomotive 4. All right, unless you're the boat. Okay, you're the boat, so you're not the one I want. I want to grab this one. Yeah, I want to grab this one. Let's go File. Export. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. I got to do a dummy engine like I did the boat.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Hang on. Maps, Placeables, Train System 3. Let's call you Locomotive 06, just so I know what I'm doing. Alright, so now we go to Train System 3. We should have all the workings in for this train. But I need this one, I think. Yeah. Let me grab this XML and move it to Train System 3. But now you're going to be Locomotive, you're going to be Train System 3. Yeah, but you're going to be Locomotive 06. Now we take Locomotive 06. Now here's where I got to be really careful. Alright, so take Locomotive 06. I'm going to go, just so I have something to work on. And we're going to go File, Import the mono train on top of it. I'm not going to, alright, so now we're going to bring it in. And I have to be really careful on, nope, I gotta go edit cut, edit paste, there you go. Now I can't raise this up. I may have to play around with the height once I get this exactly how I want it. But now we have to take,
Right.
I don't want to touch the dollies. I don't want to touch the cameras. I can't touch the player root. Exit point I can't touch. Front node, back node I can't touch. Engine fans go invisible. Visuals go invisible. You go invisible. You go invisible. Alright, so there is now our new train except for the lights. Actually, I can pull this back. Hold on. We'll play around with the lights and... Ooh, crap. We'll play around with the lights and stuff. I think right about there. I think right about there. Now, can I run just an engine around, or do I have to add at least one car to it? If I have to add one car to it, I can make it invisible.
No, you can just run the engine.
Can I just run an engine?
Yep.
Alright, so let's get rid of the plane. And let's save this. Now let me close it. And now let me go back to, so that was now Locomotive 06, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was now Locomotive 06. Before I do anything else, I want to make sure I don't have any texture issues. Okay, I don't. Alright, so now I have to go to mod description. We have to go, let me copy this one. And I'll put it down here. So that is now Train System 3. And it is Locomotive 02 XML. So we have our maps, placeables, Train System 3, Locomotive 02 XML. Locomotive 02 XML points to Locomotive 06. Yes, so that points to Locomotive 06. Now I also need, oh crap, where is it? Is it here or is it in Map SA? It might be Map SA. No, they're my particle systems. I thought I had it. I thought I needed to put the my train, like my train 1, train 2, train 3, train 4 in here, but I guess I don't. You're all my pallets. Okay, so I don't need it. Alright, we'll see if it throws an error. So now we come back into map. And I go file, import. I need to bring train maps, placeables, train system. I need to bring train 06 back in. Alright. Now we go to items XML. And we grab train 5. And we call it train 6. But it's train system. Yep, it's train system. Let me pull my, so it is maps, placeables, train system, maps, placeables, train system, train 06, oh, okay, so it's going to be train 06, XML, but we didn't create it yet. And it's going to be 000, no, it's going to be 25.9. 25.9. And my rotation was 000, correct? Yes. Alright, so that's going to point to our train 06 XML when we spawn it into the game. So now we take train 05 and I copy it and we make it train 06. So now we take train 06. It's maps, placeables, train system, but it's no longer train 05, it's train 06. And for now, I'm just going to green out the cars. And then we have to change our engine. So our engine is now train system, no, maps, placeables, train system 3. So you are train system 03 and you are locomotive 02 XML. I thought I need this, so hang on, I go back to my mod description. I swear I need to put the train system in here. Maybe I don't. Maybe it spawns it in from the items XML.
It's supposed to spawn in from items XML.
I swear I had my train system in here. Okay, it could be me. Alright, so train 06, I have it saved. So when train 06 spawns in, it's going to pull it from maps, placeables, train system, train 06 i3D, and it's going to pull in train system 3, locomotive 02, XML, which points to locomotive 06 i3. This may work. So let's delete. We got to delete the tracks back out. Let me do a save. And let's see if this train actually spawns into the game. And I can play with height and all that stuff once we get the train working. This is just a quick test. And I get about 15-20 minutes. I have to get out of here. And we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to like adjust the cameras and everything in that train. But this is just a quick test to see if it'll even spawn into the map. I'm gonna have to adjust the cameras and the lights and everything like I did for the fishing boat.
Yeah, but like I said, before doing all that stuff there, I have to get working.
Take a quick peek at Mr.
Properly.
JWB5. Alright, I've caught up on chat. I am good. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Papa Smurf, thanks for popping in. Yeah, no big hurry, but if we think we can get it working, I'm going to start building the railroad silos, and then I can always change them. Nothing's set in stone. All right, here's the oh, so I have a train. Is it actually running? It is running. Let me put tab to trains on, and let's see if we can grab this train. Now I have to, it's no longer the fishing boat, so I have to it's too high though, it's not even on the tracks. But at least I know I can get it in the map. But why is it so high? Let's
Press
see.
your
Hang on.
press your F5.
Yeah, hang on one sec. I want to see if we're throwing any little errors. Yeah. Okay. I got to get rid of I got to change it from static to kinematic. And I want to check my height. I might have messed the height up one on the, yeah. So I just have to change it from static to kinematic. There's no other errors though. But that's probably why it's not running right. So let's change that real quick. Let's make sure there's no other errors in here.
Just later this afternoon or tonight, zip it up and send it to me.
I'll send you actually I'll have to send you the whole map.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Send me the whole.
yeah, I'll zip up the whole
Send me the whole.
map and I'll send it to you.
This way, I'll work on
Um,
the train to work properly.
Now the problem is, oh, I don't want to go in here yet. I wanted to go in here. Why is it so high? You said press F5?
Yeah, press F5.
I might have messed up the height when
Can you zoom in more?
with the camera, or I can,
Yeah, with your camera.
I want to know why it's so high up off
Uh,
the spline. And I think it may have to do with the collisions not being correct. Let's get out of here a second. At least I know we can get it in the game and running. That's the first hurdle. Um, Let me fix the collisions. And let me look at the height of let me import my spline back in and look at my spline. So let's pull up Locomotive 06. And I've got to come over here to the new monotrain. It has to stay rigid body, but it has to go kinematic. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to check everything in the transform group. To make sure nothing else is on static. And then we'll check, because I think maybe the collisions, because it wasn't right, it wasn't sitting on the spline. Alright, so far I think that's the only one. I don't probably won't have to mess with any of these. Looks like they don't have any collisions on them. Alright, so let me save. Actually, let me go. I'm going to create a new plane really quick.
oh,
I just want to make sure this thing is sitting on
uh,
the ground. So it's sitting on the ground. So I'm at, everything's at 0, 0, 0. So even the model train is at height 0, and my locomotive is at height 0. So everything's at the right height. Let me save that. And then let me pull the spline back in. So file, import train 6. Now my height of my spline is 25.9. Did I mess it up in my items XML? 25.9. It's too high for some reason. Because it has to be at 000, or it doesn't spawn in properly.
Uh,
The trains have to be at 000.
Put it at 000.
But it's I don't know what's going to come in on the spline, because my spline is at my spline's not at 0.
Yeah, I know, but
Can I freeze the transform on the spline
no.
to 000?
Mm.
Hang on, let me get it out of the map. Let me open up my spline for train. Will it bring it in on the spline even though it's not at 000?
It should, yep.
Well, let's try that first before I mess
Oh,
with the spline.
yeah. Try that.
Because I can open up the spline in the editor and just freeze it at 000 if I have to. But if I can get this elevated train working, that would be so cool. And I have a couple ideas I can use with the steel and some beams, steel beams to make a elevated monorail track with. Switch to trains. I'll see now you're on the ground. I'm going to have to which train? You're the boat, you're that train, you're that train. Yeah, so I'm going to have to because it's bringing the spline in at 000 and it has to bring the spline in at 25
Oh,
20 yeah 25.9. The spline has to be elevated, but the train has to spawn in at 000 or it doesn't spawn in properly.
uh-huh.
Oh man, how am I gonna hang on, I got an idea.
Oh, you can leave it like that for now, and I can fix it up.
Yeah, I just want to try one more thing. Let me go I don't want to. Yeah, I can do it. Let's go. No, let's not. Let's go. Hang on. I want to try something. I want to go to placeables, train system, train 06. I want to take train 06. It's at 25 point. Oh, that's why I didn't export it and resave it. But that's fine. I'm going to go 00. I can't. Can I? If I leave it there, can I go freeze transforms? Can I freeze my transform at 000? Now will it spawn in at the correct height? I can play around with this off camera. I can get the spline to work. But I forgot the train has to spawn in at 000 with the items XML. Getting the height of the spline correct is something I can mess around with. question is, oh, it's not even going to spawn in now. So now it's not going to spawn in. So I can't freeze the transform on the spline. Unless it brought it in under the map now. Hold on. File, import, train 6. Yeah, I can't. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go file, import. I'm going to bring train 1 back in. I'm going to bring it back up to 25.9 where it was. Now I'm going to go, it's invisible, but it's there, so I'm going to go file, export. I'm going to overwrite train 06. And I'm going to delete train 01. I'm going to bring train 06 back in. Now this should be, I'm going to leave the spline visible. Oh, I know why. I know why. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Train 06 has to stay at 000. I'm an idiot. I was doing this wrong all along. I just have to bring the spline up. Not the whole train up. Told you I didn't have enough coffee yet and not enough sleep today. I didn't need to bring the train up, I needed to bring the spline up. Alright, so now let's take train 06 and let's go file, export train 06, overwrite that one. I'm going to leave the spline visible for a minute. So I'm going to delete it back out of the map. And now it should work. Because my main i3D is at 000, now just my spline is raised up. Nikki FLZ, hello. Thank you for taking time out of the day, stopping in, saying hello. Thank you for the follow. Perhaps it's an offset for whatever spline it's attached to. Yeah, it was me. I raised up the entire i3D instead of raising up just the spline. But a lot of what I do is trial and error. About 80% of what I do is all trial and error. So there's my 3 lower trains. There's our fishing boat. There's our elevated train.
There you go. Drive it till you go to a curve. I want to see something.
And we're going to have to adjust the speed. Now, how does it look? I'm thinking about turning the tracks invisible. It's up just a hair too high. Okay, I just got to lower it a little bit more. Trying to zoom out. That's as far as I can go. Yeah, we definitely got to play with the speed. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to make the supports for the elevated train. So I can make the tracks invisible and make it look like a monorail track. So I definitely have some ideas on how I want to make it elevated. But yeah, how it's going to go around the corner, I have no idea. We'll find out here shortly. And if I had to guess, it's not going to turn properly.
Nick, the green metal bridge is mine, and the wooden bridge is the old man's.
Yeah, it took me forever to come up with a concept to do an elevated train bridge across the valley. But yeah, Papa Smurf's green. I recolored it. It was all concrete, and I'm still not happy with the color, so it's going to get recolored again. But we definitely have to work on the. I definitely have to up the speed.
I might have to split the model up.
Oh, into separate compartments.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're probably going to have to. And I'm going to have to do those as we could put the middle sections on the flatbed train car, and you just
yeah,
make the flatbed invisible. Yeah, it's going to turn as one unit. We're going to have to
yeah.
split them up into separate units.
Well, I'll worry about that because I have to put the triggers in that. So
Right. If you
okay,
can get
that's what I want. That's what I
yeah,
want to see.
yeah, if you can get it split up, then I can take those middle sections and I can put it on top of the flat car, turn the flat car invisible.
Yeah, well, I'll do everything because if you zoom in,
That's as
go
far as I
down.
that's as
No,
far as I can
go,
go.
when you go down a bit,
That's as low as I can go.
see where the wheels are? They're not turning. So I'm gonna make all the wheels so that you can see the wheels turning.
Well, what I need to do is I need to turn the monorail wheels invisible. I need to turn the monorail wheels invisible and leave
Uh,
the regular train visible. I think,
And
but I'll let
I'll
you.
fix it.
Yeah, I'll let you play. I'll
I'll
let you
fix
play
it
with
all
it.
up. I'll fix it all up for you.
But I'm not going to mess with the elevated train until you do your thing.
Just leave it like that there, and yeah, just like I said, just zip up the map there and send it to me.
Yeah, tonight when I'm eating dinner.
Tonight,
Yeah,
yeah,
tonight when I'm eating dinner, I'll zip it up and I'll send it to you.
yeah.
You already have a copy of this. You already have the common file folder, so you won't need it. You'll need just the map.
I'll need both.
You'll need both. Okay.
Yeah,
No, the problem
it's
is,
gonna be it's gonna be monorail for for the workers.
yeah, it's gonna be yeah. Oh, you're taking care of Chad. Thanks. I've been ignored. I've been too
Yeah.
busy. I've been too busy watching the train. Didn't even think I can get this to actually work, but and there'll be if I can get this if we can get it working the way we want it to work. There'll be three of these running around the map. All right, so I guess I'm not working on railroad silos today.
Hey, JK.
What time is it? 11:45. Yeah, I got about another 10 or 15 minutes, and I have to get out of here for a couple hours. All
Yeah,
right,
me too. I gotta get out.
all right. Let me get out of here. We can't be watching our monorail train. I won't get anything done. This map is going to be Swarm Chick. This map is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
JK 2359. Hello. All right, and let me just make sure that that got rid of the rest of our errors in the log. So all these static actors should have gone away. They did. All right, so that train is running error-free. Papa Smurf, I'll let you play around with it.
Yeah. just just leave everything in the map
Yeah, I
and just
will.
like I
I'll leave
said,
it. I'll leave it exactly like it is.
yeah, and just tonight there, zip it up and send it to
Yeah,
me,
I'm
and
gonna
I'll
leave the train elevated. I'm gonna leave that spline visible and everything. I'll leave it just like it is
yeah.
because if we can get it working, it's not gonna be at the right height until I get the apartment complex in here. So I know
Well, that
because I want the
yeah,
train
but
track to run perfectly level with the top of that apartment building.
uh,
So I'll mess around with that later.
I just need it like that so I can work on
The
the
working
train
the
and
working parts of the train. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
the
not going to
working
mess with
parts and
that
that.
anymore today. So let's come back over here. I have about what time is it? Yeah, I only got about 10 minutes. I have to get out of here. So let me do a quick save. Matter of fact, I can I can zip it up now while I'm taking my lunch break and running my errands and get it uploaded to the test folder.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then you can play with it whenever you get the time. And then once you get the train working, all I have to do is put the new train folder in the map
Yeah,
because I'm going to continue working on the map. So once you fix the train, I just have to switch the train folder. Really, you'll just need to send me the train back. That's all you'll need to send me back.
yeah. Just
All right, so let me get out of here. I'm going to close that because I do have to get out of here for a couple hours. So before I do that, I want to get a couple more things in the map so we can work on them after lunch. So let's go to Ritchie Valley, new buildings. No, basketball court. I'm done with.
okay. I'm gonna jump out of here because my lunch is here. So
Okay, thank you so much,
and
Papa Smurf. We'll throw
yeah,
y'all on.
soon
Be right back a minute.
I'll just send it to me when it's ready there, and I'll work on
Yeah,
it.
you'll see it pop up in our shared folder.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Papa.
Okay.
All right.
So all right. Talk to you later.
All right, let me throw you all back on window for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up a couple things, and I need to get out of here. So net hunter we're done with. Net 1 and net 2 we're done with. All of these we're done with. I want to get some of the stuff out of this folder so we can. What was PL1, PL2, PL3, and PL4? I just need to see what these were. If I'm oh they're in playground. Okay, so these I can get rid of. The ranch house. I think the ranch house we're done with. Oh no, we're not done with the ranch house yet. All right, ranch house, shop house we're not done with. Splines. What were you? I have no idea what this was. Oh, I know what you are. Okay. So that I can get rid of. Sports bar I'm going to keep. Alright, all this I'm going to keep. So there's a couple things I want to get in the map we can work on after lunch. So we're going to go to. I want to go to the homestead map. What did Nightbot caught? Probably a troll. Looks like Nightbot caught a troll. Yep. So basically, I'm just going to take the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to import a couple things into the map that we're going to work on after lunch. And then I have to get out of here for a couple hours. I don't know when I'll be back. So I'm going to grab lunch and I have to run. I got some errands to run. I have to run to Walmart and one or two other errands. So let's grab the house under construction. Now, do I want that one or do I want this one that's got the wheelbarrow sticking out of it? We're going to grab, I think they're the same. Um, they are. I actually want to grab this one. Oh, no. Okay, so it is, okay, so it is the same thing and I know what I need to do. Never mind. So it's going to go File, Export. And we're going to go Ritchie Valley, New Buildings, Construction, House. So I'm going to pull that into the map. And that's and actually I'm going to grab all of this construction stuff as well. So let's go File, Export, Spot, Construction. So we'll have those. So we'll have all of that for after lunch. I'm going to grab this dumpster. Alright, I'm going to close this map. And then we're going to go to Close Homestead. So now let's come here. So what did I just import? I imported 3 things. So construction house we have to look at. It's all dollar data. There's no textures to fix. We brought in spot construction was all of the little details, and that's all dollar data, so I don't have any textures to fix there. And then the last one was the skip. Yep, I just have one texture mod to fix. So we'll save that, and we just have to go models, textures. I just need to copy that into here. And I already have it in there. And then this can get deleted so we don't have duplicate textures. Now that's that in. Now I do have some cabins. And I can't remember if I brought the cabins in to the map or not. So I want to come in here. I want to look at a couple things. I may already brought them into the... No, you're not the ones I want. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, you're not the one I want. Okay. So I did not bring the cabins, so I gotta find them in here. These are, no, that's not the one I want. That's house 1. House 2. I thought there was someone here that looked like a hunting cabin or a log cabin. No, so there's a couple houses I haven't used yet. Ice cream. Log cabin, here they are. So we're gonna open up the log cabin. Yeah, we're gonna pull it into our map. So log cabin. So we'll pull that one into the map. And then let's look at log cabin D. I don't know what the difference is, so I'm just going to pull them both in. So let's go with log cabin D. And then what else do I want to pull in? Log pile I have, log piles I have. What does the MF house look like? Alright, so you're just another stone house I haven't used yet. Office. I got some old equipment that I want to use. Rowing boat scooters. Sheds. Shed blue, what do you look like? Alright, so just some little plastic backyard sheds. I don't want those quite yet. Alright, so we're going to call that for now. Let me just check my texture paths for the cabin. They're all dollar data. And then cabin D. No, log cabin, wrong one. Log cabin. Log cabin, there we go. So all my textures are already fixed, so I don't have to worry about those. And then cabin D, all my textures are fixed. Alright, so we're going to play around with the... Oh, wrong one. Let me throw y'all on ending soon. Alright, so after lunch, Wheels 247, this map does look interesting and a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Papa Smurf banned my troll. Farm Chick, yes it does. Have my binder spreadsheets and markers ready to go. Well, let's hope the markers don't dry out. We're still like a good 3 or 4 months away. So, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I do need to get out of here for a couple hours. I will try and get back on between my errands and dinner for a couple hours. So, catch everybody this afternoon.